All right. Looks like we're live in Facebook. You guys can hop over to the Facebook community for the live stream there if you want to comment as we go. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for this three-day virtual workshop that we're about to embark on. 3 days, 30 proven ways to get clients using AI with our incredible guest who I'm going to introduce in just a second. I want to make sure that we are live in Facebook. So if you see me over there, please say hello. Okay, great. I see the comments coming in on the Facebook side. Fantastic. Awesome. All right. Looks like we're good. We are recording. Okay. So with that, I hope everybody's ready. Sit back, grab a beverage. We're in for a treat today. 30 ways to land new clients using AI. And our teacher on this journey is the one and only Mr. Billy Gene. So I'm going to throw it over his way. Billy, are you ready to rock?
Mic check, mic check.
There
Chase,
it
I'm
is.
always ready to rock, man. What's happening, bro?
What's happening? How are you?
Can you see me?
There he is.
What's up, everybody? If you can see me, wave or put like the number 1 or something. Or number 2. Also, too, Chase, I love the fact that the first thing you said was, hey, everybody, come sit down and have a beverage. It's 9 o'clock the fucking day after Christmas. What kind of beverage do you think we're drinking right now here, Chase? What do you think is going on?
Of course.
Cheers. What's up, everyone? First and foremost, Chase, thank you, the entire HighLevel team. Thank you for coordinating this and putting this together, especially through the holidays. I know a lot of sacrifice is required to do something like this, and a lot of people are doing things on their own personal time. So I know we're not chatting in the Zoom, but if we are chatting on Facebook, if you guys can show HighLevel some love in the chat, because they don't have to be here. They don't have to be doing this. Chase does not need to be doing this right now, but they decided to do this for the betterment of the community. And so I just commend that, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. So we can show them some love in the chat. Thank you, thank you.
Right back. I mean, we should say that we weren't planning on doing a virtual workshop over this holiday break. And then Billy was like, no. I want to go. I want to drop a holiday treat for everybody. And we were happy to make it happen. So we're just as happy to be here as everyone else. Thank you, Billy. We're super pumped for what you're about to drop on us.
Yeah, we're going to bring some flames. So 3 days, and shout out to my team too. Paul, do you want to switch to that camera? You want to say Rhea, Paulie, Hector there, Johnny, all behind the scenes to make this happen on our behalf. So, you guys see Chase and I right now, but behind us, there's a gazillion people. So always want to start with thanks and praise and gratitude. So thank you guys very much. Now, having said that, let's get into the fire. 30 days or 3 days, 30 proven ways to get customers. That's the focus. And what I'm hoping to give you is a complete mindset shift around making money. And not from like a manifesty coachy, like change your relationship with money in woosah and you'll be rich overnight. Like, shut up. Like tactical things to do with your schedule to make 2024 your best year ever. So having said that, let's get right into the present because I got a lot to cover today. And the next 3 days are going to be very busy and jam-packed. So let's get into it. Quick starters for those of you who aren't familiar with me. Been in digital marketing the last 13 years, worked with some of the largest franchises in the world. That's how I got started. My background is agency. Actually getting paid for 6-7 years by companies to do lead generation for them. I think this is an important first slide because unfortunately, we live in an age where there's a whole bunch of people teaching without a damn resume to go along with it. So when I'm teaching you things today, it's coming from the perspective of, oh, we've done that. A client's done that. Real tangible businesses have done that. Not just giving you airy-fairy woo-saw stuff. Tactical. In addition to that, my ads have been seen over 1 billion times. We advertise a lot. We got over 175,000 students in 75 countries. My guess is that's probably closer to 200,000 now. And I want to start off here with these are my parents. And I promise you there's a relevant point to this. These are my parents. Give a little shout out to my mom and dad in case they're on the chat, which they're definitely not because they don't know how to work a computer. So they're not here. And this is my mama, who's at my house right now. Left my mom on Christmas to be here with y'all. And she worked for the county of San Diego since she was 18 years old. worked her butt off, went to school, raised my sisters and I can't say enough good words about her. Probably how you guys feel about somebody in your life. And after 30 years of working, she maxed out her pay at about the average weekly take home for most people. $1,250 a week. 30 years, bust her butt, never late, always did the right thing, can't say enough good things. To retire, the finish line, $1,250 a week. Now let's break that down for a second. What does that mean? $1,250 a week, that's about $5,000 a month. How fast can you spend $5,000 a month? Let me show you. You got a mortgage, and I don't know, where y'all live at? Type into Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching, where you live at? Because depending on where you live, the $1,500 probably isn't even enough. But let's just be moderate here, or conservative. Mortgage, $1,500. Car, $400. Groceries, $700. Cell phone, you got another $100. Utility, $200. Car insurance, $150. Health insurance, $400. Credit card, $150 minimum payment, not to mention the interest that you're racking up. Gas to go to and from, because not everybody's working from home. That's minus $200. Child care, which is very expensive. I got an 8-year-old, or about to be 8. Expense, total left over, $0. What happens if there's emergency? What happens if somebody needs to borrow? What if X, what if Y, what if Z? Now, mind you, this isn't just my mom or my mother's situation, which ain't the case anymore. But just think about it. This is average, at least here in America. This is average. This is what most people are dealing with. This is what most people are struggling with. So you almost have to go in debt. And that's why the average American has about $5,000 to $10,000 of debt that they're trying to pay back. So most people aren't break even. Most people are playing from behind, trying to survive. This is a problem. This is a problem. Because when you're in a survival state, it's hard to worry about anybody else, because you got to protect your own. So it took my mom 30 years to get there. And the funny thing about this is I gave you some expenses, but in reality, I probably left most of these out. So do me a favor, in the chat very quickly, tell me, what are the other bills that are here that I'm forgetting? What are the other bills? Because this is just a little something. What are the other bills? What else? This is just mortgage, credit card, a little bit of insurance. How about a freaking savings account? How about that? Medical, somebody brought up? Yeah, how dare she? What if my mom wants to get her hair done? And this is what most people are living with. We're feeling guilty for wanting to take care of ourselves, because everything is so razor thin. And Kyle brought up a good one. He said, taxes, perhaps? Yeah, what about that one? Cable internet? Moral of the story, especially as we sit here the day after Christmas, the butterflies are gone. The moments you created are special. We wouldn't trade them for the world, but now you're still left with the tab. Now you still got to travel back from the place that you went to that took up our savings, by the way. Or maybe we put on credit card, but we felt okay about it because they gave us 2x the points. But you see where I'm going with this? This isn't a small deal. This is major. This is a big deal. That's why I'm taking the time to actually breaking it down piece by piece. I want it to resonate. I want you to feel it. I'm going to ask you guys an honest question here. How much money did you take home last year? What range? I don't need the exact. And if you don't feel comfortable typing in the chat, that's okay. Keep it to yourself. I want you to think about it, though. What category did you fall in? Million plus, 250,000, 1 to 250, 50, 100, 50K or less? Like E is where most people are, right? It's okay. See, here's the truth about business, because I know it's easy to get caught up in the Instagram posts and stories and people saying that they killed it, blah, 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 blah. I'm a math guy. I like facts. So here's the truth about business. A typical business model is a failing one. This is not even a big company. This would barely be classified as a small business. But this is, let's see here. Oh, hold on. Where's my thing? Look at this. It costs too much. 17 employees. Just for the salaries alone, you're looking at $1.4 million. You got the vice presidents, you got the directors, the managers, you got the associate level. $1.4 million just to pay people. That's not including any other expenses. That's just labor. And even if you scale it down to the bare necessities, a CEO, a manager to help out, and some associates, just a small team, you're still looking at $230,000 a year just to keep the lights, keep food in bellies. So tell me how it makes sense that the average revenue of a business is $72,000, but to pay even a little bit of people costs $230,000. Who the fuck is winning? Some people say, well, you're exaggerating, Billy, you're playing it up. Really? Because if you look at the math, 9 out of 10 businesses will fail over the course of the next 10 years. 9 out of 10 will fail over the course of the next 10 years. So the math I'm showing you is supported by the data. But yet, there's no major changes. Nothing's happening, and that's what I hope to give you today. Because I showed you this number, and we didn't even count the fact that you didn't even pay yourself. Type the word guilty in the chat if you're guilty of as a CEO because you're trying to grow for others and for the people that you love. You probably didn't even pay yourself a couple times. Might not be paying yourself now. Just put guilty in the chat if you understand, you relate to that, because I've definitely been there. I've definitely been. When you look around, you're like, hold on a second. Is my team making more money than me, but I'm over here taking the risk? I'm over here doing the sacrifice? I ain't got a damn thing to show for it? The model's broken. The odds are stacked against you. The math isn't mathing. You want to 10x your income? You want to get better? Here's 2 ways to do it. Number 1, sell something with better margins. I'm going to just hit everybody with the reality check. Like, change with the times. Sell some. Maybe the industry that you've been in for 10, 15, 20, 30, 45 years of your life, it's just time for a change. It's time to not be Blockbuster anymore. Be more Netflix. Find something with better margins. Hint, hint, HighLevel, which is why we're here today. Find something with better margins. Come back here for a second to the crane. You know, when I started my career, like I said, agency background, and I helped a lot of franchises, right? Take a franchise called Orange Theory Fitness. In the fitness niche, our marketing team, we opened up 300 of their locations, so I'm very familiar with it. I would watch these people. And by the way, a lot of them made a great investment, did good, and have nothing but good things to say about them. But I'd watch them spend $100,000 to $250,000 to open up a gym, wait 7 to 8 months to get permits, not to mention furnishing the equipment after the build out, et cetera, hiring people months in advance before you're generating revenue so you can start the memberships process and training, et cetera. So I'd watch people step backwards a few $100,000 to start a business where maybe the CEO makes 6 figures. That's what people don't realize. Maybe the CEO take home 6 figures. Maybe. But probably not unless they have multiple locations. That's what people don't understand. And then I look in the HighLevel Facebook group sometime, and I see somebody have the audacity, have the damn nerves to complain about $97 a month. If I could throw my shoe at the screen, I'm like, what? We're blessed. What a time to be alive. That selling something with better margins is something that we can really do from a laptop in our homes. But yet we overlook it. That's just a lack of perspective. So we're going to change that today. Second way to make more money is something I've been talking about. Something, shout out to my boy Frank Kern, who I know did a workshop here. Talks about a lot also, which is just ask more people to buy. Ask more people to buy. You know, little experiment here. Let's take a second and just, humor me for a moment, please. On average, how many people did you ask to buy a day in 2023? Say it to yourself, write it down, put it in the Facebook group chat if you're in there. On average, how many people did you ask to buy a day? How many? How many? Yeah. Probably not enough. Maybe 0, 1 to 5, etc. So we talk about business, we talk about getting customers, and usually the answer is right in front of our face. Just ask more people to buy. It is that simple. It's not easy. I didn't say that. It is that simple, though. You want to make more money? Ask more freaking people to buy. That's not about the tech. I feel like sometimes I see so many people getting bogged down with the tech, the mechanics, etc. But the truth is, and again, over the next 3 days, I'm going to give you guys so many click this, email templates, advertisement examples, try this, but you overlook the fundamentals of business, which is this simple 80-20 rule. If you hear nothing I say over the next 3 days, hear this. Most CEOs manage their time accordingly. A little bit of content operations, maybe they get caught up in logistics, maybe they get caught up in fulfillment, maybe they get caught up in customer support. Maybe they get caught up in customer support. And you spend 80% of your time doing these things and only 20% of your time doing the sales and marketing. Meaning when you wake up, you immediately play defense. So we're looking at our bank accounts, we're looking at our business and saying, damn it, this is the 3rd year in a row where it feels like I'm struggling to get by with a little bit of progress because it's your time. You want to make more money, rearrange your calendar. Outsource, automate, delegate the rest of the fulfillment so you can focus on growth. But too many times we just try and outsource the marketing and sales, but if you don't have that, you don't have a business. If you don't know how to run your marketing and sales, then the people that you hire to do it are running your business. Flashy headline, 3 days, 30 ways to get new clients. Single way, change your schedule. Do the things that make money. Focus on the PPAs, the profit-producing activities. And that's what we're going to talk about right now. PPAs, okay? No more learning, just shit to do, which is what this 3 days is going to be founded in. And here's my simple theory, not easy, simple theory. Anybody can make $1,000 in the next few days with what I'm going to teach you, and then repeat it to continue to making thousands of dollars. That's my theory. If they know what to sell, and specifically, they know how to sell it. Even if you don't have a degree, you failed before, you're busy, you're broke, you've tried a million things, you don't have a team, you don't have a brand, you have no credibility, save that shit. Said every entrepreneur when they first got started. So, I'm going to give you both. What to sell, how to sell it, even if you don't feel comfortable with your sales skills, all right? Let's start with the 3 money fundamentals. Number 1, understand the definition of money. Money is a currency accumulated via trade. Money is a currency accumulated via trade. It's been around forever, right? Ancient times, people traded for food. That was the thing. We still kind of do that. We still definitely do that, right? We traded guns for other essential materials, and now we created an actual currency. And we trade this for all sorts of products and services today. Money is nothing more than a trade. If people aren't buying your stuff, it means your trade is off. You're not communicating your trade. Not enough people know about your trade. Your trade's not that exciting. When you find someone who's dying to trade with you, that is when you start to make an insane amount of money. Case in point, Amazon probably made $1 gazillion over the last week. Why? Because their trade is so simple. $100 for Amazon Prime, and I'll bring anything to your doorstep with the click of a button. Say less, ma. Here's my money. That's a trade. And as a result, Bezos is one of the richest people in the world. What a trade. Elon is like, dude, you don't need to use gas. What's a gas station? Just plug that shit into your house. That's his trade. And the money comes accordingly. So if you're looking at your bank account right now and it's not where you want to be, what you're missing are one of 2 things. What to trade, or you struggle communicating your trade to the marketplace. Maybe you are sitting on gold, but you just haven't dialed in the right way to communicate it, so people are throwing money at you. For the next 3 days, we're going to focus, even if you're in a different industry, the principles that I'll teach you are applicable, but I'm going to focus specifically on selling high level because everybody here can obviously relate to it. It was the one example that everybody can learn from. So we're going to focus on selling to small business owners. We got about 32 million in the United States alone, not to mention global. Well, that's where we'll start. And here's what you're going to trade them. You want them to give you money, you're going to trade them solutions to their problems. That's the catch. That's the secret. If you can solve something for somebody, they will throw money at you. For example, we got my daughter all this shit for Christmas. Half of it you need to assemble. I have no idea how to assemble it. I have a problem. I throw money at TaskRabbit, which is an app you can hire people who are more skilled than me. They solve my problem. We make money. The challenge is the TaskRabbit then has to commute to my house, spend hours at my house to solve this thing. We get to sell HighLevel where we get to duplicate a funnel, solve a problem, win back our time and our money. That's called leverage. Okay? So the other thing that we have to do when we're focusing on selling HighLevel these next 3 days is we have to stop selling marketing. So in the chat, I'm going to ask everybody to help me out here. Everybody, define marketing. What's marketing? What is marketing? Is it kind of weird question, right? Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Instagram. It's actually a good name for it. Instagram, because people are fucking depressed while they scroll it. Is it, what is it? Facebook? Is it Instagram? Is it, telling people how great we are? Is it PR? Is it LinkedIn? Is it TikTok? Is it lead generation activity? Is it persuasion to sell? This is the problem. Everybody here is typing in different answers. So imagine advertising, marketing, and everybody is thinking about something completely different. We already lost the battle. And there's a long I call it a history and a standard of making the same mistake. You got to start selling specific solutions, right? So like these broad words are keeping a lot of people stuck in your business. So people are like, hey, what do you do for a living? I do coaching. Everybody type in the chat, how many different kind of coaches are there? Go. How many different kind of coaches are there? You got a baseball coach, football coach, right? And so these broad words are just keeping people stuck in their business and they never figure out why marketing is not working. Industry you see it in the most is a life coach. What does that mean? What does that mean? Do you help me with my marriage? Do you help me with being, single after a marriage, to find my ideal partner? Do you help me stop drinking? Do you help me stop smoking? What do you do? And don't tell me, I get you in alignment. What the hell does that mean? You can't sell alignment. Anybody ever went to Amazon and typed in alignment? I just want some alignment for the day. Do they have that in powder form? Maybe as a lotion or something? What? Business, we do it too. I'm a business coach. What can you help me with? Hiring, firing, getting customers, automation, communication, leadership, what? Worst industry for sure, finance. Finance is just, what do you do? I'm in finance. What? What does that mean? Eliminate broad words. That's something over the next 3 days I just would not let you do. Honestly, some of you can leave right now and just stop eliminating broad words and actually talk about that specific solution. So when you're advertising HighLevel or you're looking to sell HighLevel, you need to focus on micro-targeted solutions, okay? This is an example of a micro-targeted solution. Problem number one, people are needing your service 24/7, but you're periodically available 9 to 5. And if it's the case of the holidays that we just have, then guess what? Most people weren't answering the phones because you're opening presents, traveling, or spending time with the people that you love. So that's a problem that business owners are doing because we still want to generate sales 24/7. So trade this for money. HighLevel's answering service. If you miss a call, it doesn't matter with HighLevel because it can instantly respond to all inquiries on all platforms at all times in one place. This is how it works.
HighLevel's answering service. HighLevel will connect to your website and all of your social media platforms. So when someone engages with your business, their advanced technology will not only organize all the conversations into one hub, but will also generate responses that turn into sales. In addition, if someone calls your business, but you're not there to answer, HighLevel will be there and immediately respond back with a text. That way, no interaction is ever unanswered.
Simple. But as a consumer, we'll come here, Crane for a second. As a consumer watching this, I can make a buying decision. You ever tried to sell a service before, or something like marketing, and you pitch them everything that you can do, and the first thing they tell you is, you know what, Sam, you did a great job. I'm going to think about this, mull it over with the wifey, and I'll circle back, let you know. Because you gave them too much shit to think about, right? When I look at this simple trade for money, go back full screen here, my trade for money, you're right, I can't answer my phone all the time. Oh, it does that? Sick. Here it is, money. Everybody type in the chat, just humor me for a second. Put clarity. Put clarity. Let's make that rain through. Put clarity. Clarity. Because we love to get so complicated. Most of the time, if you're not making a sale or someone's not excited about moving forward with you, it's because they just simply don't understand what they're getting. They don't understand what they're getting, okay? Second example, I'm trying to give you guys exact, tangible, so you can sell it. Like not enough sales appointments. That's a specific problem. If I sell my product or service via sales appointment, I can raise my hand and say, you know what, I am suffering from that. And then I can very clearly say, hey, if you give me money, I'll trade you the solution. Here's how I managed appointments for you.
HighLevel's Appointment Manager. Once HighLevel converts those interested into contacts, the next step is to turn them into appointments, leveraging automated smart emails and texts. And booking an appointment for the customer is easy as date, time, and click. Once they're booked, HighLevel will also remind them to show up, so all you got to do is check your calendar, show up, and close. And if for some reason they can't make it, HighLevel can even send them a link to reschedule.
My goal with this segment here is, ironically, I want everybody here to be wildly underwhelmed by what I'm showing you. And here's what I mean by that, is we complicate money so much, especially when you have an awesome tool like HighLevel. We want to show the client the AI stuff, which I will obviously get into. We want to show them the new bells and whistles, etc. And all the client, someone who's looking for marketing, they're looking for more money. So all I want to do is say, okay, well, here's why you're missing money. You can't answer your phone calls all the time. Here's the solution. You need more bookings, right? Here's the solution. Clarity on the trade. When I was building my agency, my pitches were exactly what I'm showing you. Like that's it. And look how short it is. Like you're like, the video is 15 seconds. Anything else, you're just talking too much. Type this in the chat real quick. Anybody who's been rocking me for a while, you'll be familiar with this concept. I'm gonna draw this one out. This is important. I'll expand upon it a little bit more tomorrow, okay? This is called my 90-10, 90-10, 90-10 rule when it comes to selling, excuse me. 90%, and somebody note this in the chat for me so everybody can see it at a glance, please. I appreciate you. 90% of the conversation, the sales conversation, needs to be the other person talking, not you. 90% of the conversation needs to be the other person talking, not you. You talk for 10%. The second 90-10, the 10% of the time that you're talking, 90% of what you say needs to be a question. 90% of what you say needs to be a question. You're listening, you're asking. And then the final 90-10, 90% of the conversation needs to be about the product or service. I know there's a sales myth of you can just build rapport for like 100,000 minutes and people will buy. No, people will just get busy and call you back later, which turns into never. 90-10, 90-10, 90-10. You implement this into your sales, and I'll show you tomorrow how to do this. I'll give you exact slide. I'll show you the whole thing. It'll change your life, okay? Continuing on with this underwhelming, simplistic way of making money. Problem, this is the one all business owners can relate to. Bad reviews, or even worse, no reviews, where you look like a ghost, where you look like a stalker. What's the solution? We trade this for money.
HighLevel's Awesome Review Collector. Once someone is entered as a contact, you can give them a special tag. And once they are tagged, it can automatically trigger a series of emails or texts asking for a review. Because the truth is, you probably have people who are willing to give you a review, but you just never asked. So let HighLevel ask for you every single time. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Simple, not long-winded there. Now, question for everybody here. Would it be helpful if we gave you guys these videos? Would it be helpful if we gave you guys these videos, these simple slides? Let me know. Would that be helpful? Just, here, just take the slides, take the videos, so you just have them. We just made them with Loom and added a little bit of music, nothing too crazy. Okay, cool. Make sure you show up tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? All right, problem number 4. Not getting enough referrals, and you get the same thing, right? HighLevel's referral generator. So essentially what you want to do when you are selling any product or service, not just HighLevel, is I'm going to actually show you what it looks like, okay? Is you're going to draw, come to my drawing board for a second, Paul. This is the simplest way to identify what features to advertise is, and you guys should write this down and note this one. So this works for any business, but you can continue, like what we're doing right now is for HighLevel specifically, but this works for any business. And it's this, I've been teaching this for a decade. Problem, solution. On the left-hand side, you want to write out every single problem that your product or service can solve. And then do a short video demonstrating how your product or service solves that problem. That's your quote unquote marketing. That's it. That's the whole enchilada. So when I'm showing you this cadence with slides right now and how to present and how to sell these micro-targeted solutions, this is all I'm doing. I'm doing a fancier version than this T-chart here, a problem solution. That's it, okay? And so why don't we take, actually this would be good. So listen, if you're in Zoom, I know you don't have a chat. We have the questions thing. But if you want to peek over to the Facebook, you can be a part of the chat. And Facebook, you got like a 6-second delay behind me. But I want to take, maybe Johnny, give me some violin music in a second. I want to take 90 seconds. And just as a group, think about HighLevel and all the sick features that it has. And I just want to brainstorm those in the chat. I just want to brainstorm those in the chat so everybody can kind of work together here. Right? Brainstorm. So for example, I showed you, it gets reviews, it sends automated text messages, like all those little micro features that it does. Let's go ahead and take 90 seconds, put it, Johnny, go ahead and give me violin. And if you think of one, keep going, think of another. Now, look at the kicker here. Don't forget, no big words, no broad words. So for example, I know what you mean, but somebody put workflow. I get it, but the customer doesn't. What does that mean for them? See, there's the trick. Automation, okay, I understand, but what does that mean to the customer? Remember the micro-targeted. That's where this exercise takes a little bit of time. It's harder than you think, right? Right? No broad words. A planner, still broad. What does that mean? Right? Social media optimization, what does it mean? That's a little bit better, Paul. Web chat, more specific, easier to demonstrate. And you know you're too broad is if I told you to do a demonstration video for it, you'd have a hard time thinking about how to do it. If it's not clear to you how you would demonstrate it and sell it, you're doing too much. Just take a step back, you good. Another 15 seconds. Yeah, and I love it. And you guys are showing all the tools. I mean, it does so much, right? One inbox for social media. I love it, Christy. There's somebody out there that's going crazy right now, thinking of keeping up with TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, etc. Like, hey, can I just give you one portal for that? This is what you got. People would pay the full rate of HighLevel just for the single feature that's been driving them crazy. The other ones are bonus stacks, if you will. Awesome, okay? So, continuing on. We got these trades, right? Money falling through the cracks. We talk about a CRM. I'll show you this one. I think this is another undersold service in HighLevel is the CRM function. I think it's very undersold. I'll play this one real fast.
HighLevel's CRM, Customer Relationship Management. The fortune is in the follow-up, but most entrepreneurs forget to do it. Unless they have HighLevel, of course. Not only does it store your contacts, but it also will assist you in visualizing, identifying, tracking, and reporting where your prospect is in the sales cycle at all times.
Boom shakalaka. Simple, and honestly, inside of the CRM, there's probably like 13 different micro solutions that are problems for somebody that could sell. And that's the challenge I want you to do is, I mean, use ChatGPT if you want to, right? Hey, what are 13 problems that a CRM can solve? Let ChatGPT do the work for you if you're struggling a bit. But this is where the money lies, okay? This is where the money lies. 6, not enough sales. We talk about the sales machine and being able to generate funnels. I don't need to play the video for you. I think you guys are getting the point. Problem number 7, limited budget. And then we just start talking the price comparison. This is such a fascinating time right now that we're in. I think I should spend a little bit of time on this one when you guys are selling this. And again, I'm gonna give you a whole demonstration tomorrow. But y'all ever realize how much money HighLevel saves people? See, right now is this industry of digital marketing is still extremely young. Online ads, this hasn't been standardized. There's no course in the world that teaches this the same. This is all wild, wild west. And as a result of that, you have most small business owners that are all using different softwares. Everybody is doing these different little micro things to essentially solve the same problems. So if you could show them that, oh my goodness, you're already paying for this, do you mind if I just consolidate? And maybe that's your whole business model. Maybe you're Mike the consolidator, Sean the consolidator, Paige the consolidator, Muhammad the consolidator. Maybe that's the whole business. Because what I'm being clear about is my trade. Give me money, here's how I'll save you money. I'll transfer this over. And maybe your fulfillment is actually transferring what they have. And then you realize, oh snap, I'm in the transfer business. Is this helpful, y'all? Give me a yes in the chat if this is helpful. This is helpful. Giving you these exact examples with videos, showing you exact. I like tangible, tactical, no games. Just give me a yes. Okay, good, I love it. Okay, and you can see it continues going there. These are also problems that you can solve, the call tracking. And again, this is not even the AI stuff and all the new things that they have coming up, okay? So next sort of aspect to this here, which is deciding how you want to sell it. So you're like, all right, Billy, I'm with you. I get it. I need to be more laser focused. I need to bring these micro solutions. But then we come to that next hard part, which is, well, shit, now what, Bill? Now what? So you have to identify, this is for everybody, what sales mechanism you're going to primarily focus on your business. If you're a small business owner, you have limited resources, limited team. So usually most of your sales will come from one mechanism. Take a quick screenshot of this real quick. Are people just going to a website and buying? Are you meeting up with people in person? Which, by the way, it's okay to do. It's your choice. Maybe some of you are great at the phone, but maybe you get shy on Zoom. Maybe some of you are like, I need to look at somebody and Zoom is just my thing. Maybe some of you are webinar focused. I'm really good at presenting and being on stage. Maybe that's your jam. Choose one. Choose one to focus on at least till you get to like $500,000, $1 million a year. One channel. Because it's going to take all your energy and resources just to get there, to create a repeatable process. Take a minute right now. Which one is your favorite? Which one is your favorite? Which one are you currently doing? Actually, better question. In 2023, what was your primary way? In 2023, what was your primary mechanism? What was your primary mechanism? See, phone, Zoom, online, just people going to a page, got it, phone. Yeah, like, look, if you're in e-commerce, for example, your thing would probably be online. So let me give you guys a tip. I see phone coming through too. What I'm gonna show you tomorrow, because even if it's not your primary, I believe this should be in everybody's arsenal, because it doesn't just make you a bunch of money, but it gives you time and flexibility, and I found that's important to people, is Zoom. I will tell you, I haven't consulted for or personally done a transition from phone to Zoom that hasn't dramatically increased conversions. Because at the end of the day, people will see what you're selling on HighLevel, but they'll still have the same question. Can I trust you though? Does it really work? Are you really gonna show up? Are you really gonna answer my calls? And think about humanity. Usually we need to look somebody in the face to really trust them. And especially now with AI and everything that we got there, if we can't look at somebody, the voice could be fake. There's such a distrust in the industry as there should be. So hop on Zoom. But I'm gonna give you one other little tip that's a game changer for all business owners, and it's really cheap. It's just the Zoom phone features. Anybody use not Zoom phone specifically? So what you're looking at here is the, let's call it the menu for Zoom phone. Most of you are doing the selling yourself, but you may also have somebody who helps you. And either way, there's a couple things you should do. Type this first one in the chat. Number one, record all calls. Every sales presentation, demo, a conversation, record all calls. Type that in the chat for me. You must, so you can review it. This would be like an NBA or NFL team going on the field and not recording the game so they can't review it to get better. You just never see that, ever. Like, there's no professional athlete who doesn't practice the only thing. Let me look at the crane here for a second. This is crazy when you think about this. Business is the only sport in the world who doesn't prioritize practicing the fundamentals. Just think about how irrational this is. Hey, I want to increase sales. Cool. Hey, Steve, how many times did you practice your sales demonstration this year? Steve's just looking confused, huh? I did what, huh? Because if you're not practicing regularly, if you're not recording your calls, that means you are simply practicing on real life clients, which means you are risking your money and you're running a high risk business. But if you look at the greats like Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time, what does he tell you? Practice. He couldn't even count how many shots that he's put up, but we can count how many times we practice our sales demonstration. See, this is why Zoom phone is mandatory. Mandatory. And by the way, if it's not recording the call, it's reviewing your landing pages and your sales pages. It's reviewing the videos that you make to sell your things. You need to practice all of it. The fundamentals. People come to webinars like this because you're looking for the sexy button. I'm going to be real with you. It doesn't exist. It does not exist. Well, I just want to press the button and make my conversion. Shut up. That's not a thing. This is the unsexy. This is the work. We sell the work. This is what it looked like. Second aspect of Zoom phone. See that button says whisper? Let's say that you and your significant other are doing this together, your best friend, an assistant, a partner, an employee. They're on a sales call. You want to listen in. But they're on the call, and you hear them saying wild shit. You want to jump in. So what do? You press the whisper button, and you can talk in their ear, so only they can hear you, and the other side cannot. Scale of 1 to 10, how fire is that? 10 being fuego, 1 being agua. Mis latinos, ¿qué pasó? ¿Dónde estás? Eh? Agua or fuego. Yeah, it's like a 70,000. And it's cheap, right? Now, you'll see another button here on the side. It says barge. You press this button if they're on the phone and you want to take over. Somebody starts saying some crazy stuff, you're like, no, let me go ahead and step here. And then you can speak together. Hey, let me grab my manager, and you can instantly be. Now, here's the thing. The benefit of doing something like selling HighLevel is the location independence. So if I'm in San Diego, but then you take like one of my salesmen who's in Mexico. When he's on a call, I could still hop in if I wanted to by pressing the barge button. I can even press the takeover button, which is they can only now hear me. They can no longer hear you. This has gotten out of control. There's a quality control aspect to this too. So this little trade, this little demonstration, this little tool, these are the things that are going to significantly change your income. So you get somebody on the phone in Zoom, You give them your demonstration, and then HighLevel, they give you an affiliate link. Now, I want to kind of break down in different perspective, what does that mean, like my affiliate link? It means when somebody purchases through clicking through your website, you get paid. Come to the crane here for a second. Let me put this in a different perspective. Imagine having a business where somebody else does all the coding, somebody else does all the development, all the millions and millions of dollars that is put into it, but you still get to collect a big chunk of them profits. Why they do all of that and the customer's in great hands, but you're still winning. See, I showed you in the beginning, the modern way of doing business is so broken and every piece of data supports it. Why are we keep trying to play that game? And not only that, does it steal our money, it strips us of our time. Like, I like HighLevel because I like time. I like the fact that yesterday I got to sit around with my family, hang out, etc., travel to Tampa to visit my girl's family. I like all those things. I'm not one of the just hustle, hard work all day. Fuck that. So I don't know if I can curse on this, say my weapon. What? That's nonsense. So this is why I decided for these 3 days to focus on selling HighLevel, because the principles will apply to your own business. But there's not a single person here who shouldn't at least be making X, Y, and Z of income from selling HighLevel. What a time to be alive and how lucky we are to be in this position. So then, when it comes to your time and your effort and your sales process, you need to get people on a Zoom, you need to get them to schedule. You need to get them to your calendar. And I know this in particular doesn't sound wowing, but when you're sitting in a room of 3 people and you're trying to grow the business, instead of having an abstract general conversation, the focus becomes simple. What are we doing today? We're putting out content that gets people to our calendar. We're putting out content that get people interested. That is all. That's the focus. That's it. That's it, right? And so this is a calendar template, and it's just simple, right? There's Hector, our CMO there. He's got a nice, handsome picture. Is that a Christmas picture, Hector? Can you zoom in on that, Raya? Oh my God, you look so cute. So there's Hector, this is the tree. So there's Hector, he's got a simple calendar page, and then zoom out for me, and it says, I help small business owners in blank industry earn more in less time and reduce overhead using software that I'm a demo for you. It's the whole thing. Get on my calendar, and let's talk, and let's get on a Zoom and use those tools I just showed you. And remember, tomorrow I'm gonna give you the whole sales presentation. You're gonna love it, okay? So when it comes to making money, here's your simple process, because almost all business, actually I'll ask you guys, pop quiz. If you ask a business owner how they're getting customers, what's their answer going to be? If you ask a business owner how they're getting customers, what's their answer going to be? What is it? Yep, that's right, Lee. Referrals. Yep, Chris. Word of mouth. Referrals, referrals, word of mouth. Now, what's the downside of referrals? Is they come when they want to come, right? Like maybe you'll get a referral today. You can hope, but is hope a good plan when you're building a business that has consistent bills? Probably not. So when it comes to growth, and what you're going to see me focus on over these next couple of days is having a sales process or an automated way to generate customers outside of just depending on referrals. Because that's all anybody is doing. So when you come to the table and say, problem, only getting leads from referrals, solution, pay me to bring you more. That's a sexy sell. And for you to do this for your own business, everybody here should have a process like this. Something that you're consistently doing to generate interest, and I'll give you a bunch of ways right now. 2, a funnel, somewhere to a landing, a finish line for all your people to go to. So when you're posting content, too many pieces of content get posted without telling people what to do next. People see a piece of content from you and they love it. They just had no idea what to do, so they moved on. So generate interest, get them to book on your calendar so you can bring them into Zoom and do those tools I showed you, and that's it. People are like, oh, what's your business plan? This is your business plan. Everybody take a screenshot of it right now. This is your business plan. Give you every aspect of this business plan. This is it. All the other shit is doing too much. For most people, right? Okay. So let's continue. All right, Billy, I get it. I see what you're saying. But how do I get people to book on my calendar, Bill? What do I do? Well, how many of you know a small business owner? Anybody here? Maybe a neighbor knows them. You've seen them. Go to the coffee shop every day. Anybody know a business owner? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a second, maybe 90 seconds, and we're going to do what I like to call a distribution audit. Distribution audit's simple. You ask yourself, how many Facebook friends do you got? How many Instagram followers do you got? How many LinkedIn connections, Twitter followers, YouTube subscribers, TikTok, email contacts, phone numbers, trade show emails, trade show, like whatever. Distribution is simply a way that you can ask people to buy your stuff. So I want everybody to take 90 seconds, even if you can type it to yourself. You don't need to put the answers in the chat. It's okay, but I do want you to write them down for you. And this is for all businesses of all size. Take 90 seconds and calculate up your distribution. Okay? 90 seconds, go ahead and give me some violin, Johnny. This is important, go ahead. Think about anybody and everybody you've encountered, any list, any names. When a company like sells for a bunch of money, a big part of their valuation usually is this right here, their reach, their distribution. When you see influencers get mega checks, it's because their distribution is so much. Logan Paul, if you hate him or love him, he's a distribution channel. And distribution channels used to be really gated off, right? So if you were a musician, you had to go through Tower Records and Blockbuster Music and Target and Walmart. That's only 5 partners. So if you piss one of those off, they could, what's called, shelf you. Remember that expression? Shelf is an expression for people with no distribution. Now, curveball comes in. We live in a world where every single person here has some sort of distribution, even if it's not a lot. Even if it's not a lot. Now, just because you got 5,000 friends on Facebook doesn't mean they're all qualified. So this is where you got to roll up your sleeves and put in the work. What I want you to do today is I want you to go through all your distribution channels and then simply just highlight and make a new list in Google Sheets. Ray, can you actually pull that up in real time just to show how simple this can be, or use HighLevel CRM, which is what I recommend. And I just want you to put the name and phone number and email of everybody who could be a potential client. And this is where your distribution starts, especially if you're budget conscious, okay? And so go to Ray's screen for a second. And again, this is how simple your distribution could be. It could just be a sheet that's free on Google. You go to Google Sheets, type in name, phone number, and email, and then just make a list of people who could potentially have the problem that you are solving. Simple, right? Doesn't have to be anything crazy. I like speed. Yeah, or you could bulk upload it, correct. But most importantly, just pop those into HighLevel. HighLevel will keep track for you in a major way. Now, let's go into a couple of plays that I want to give you guys to run to get customers. Now, the principles of this you can use for all businesses, but I decided to hyper focus on people under $500,000 in revenue for their small business right now with a small team, because that tends to be the bulk of the users. So I try to cater to most people. But I'm gonna just give you a couple simple ways to get clients on your calendar so you can pitch, and honest ways too, all right? So number one, going to social media and putting these words, quick question, I need some guidance. Then create an image using Canva or ChatGPT and Dolly, whatever you want to use, which we'll get to later. And I want you to create something that says something like this: who here is a small business owner? And when somebody comments, because small business owners love to raise their hand, right? We're proudful, we're prideful. We love to tell people we own a small business. And when they do, this is what I want you to tell them. Hey, so I started a new company selling software and was wondering if I could, look at these words, I was wondering if I could practice my sales demonstration with somebody who actually owns a business. Do you mind hopping on a quick Zoom call and giving me some feedback? I'll read it again for the people in the back. Hey, so I started a new company selling software and was wondering if I could practice my sales demonstration with somebody who actually owns a business. You mind hopping on a quick Zoom call and giving me some feedback? See, people love to be helpful. Yeah, you know what? I can help you out here. Now, where's the opportunity in this? Why would we put something like this? Well, one, because it's true. Most of the time when we start selling something new, we're nervous as hell. So I want to kill expectations that this is about to blow your socks off. And, you know, I'll probably be nervous and shaken, but I'm here to practice, which also means they're going to be more empathetic when they're listening, which also means they're going to be more focused, they're going to give more feedback, etc. But what it also means is they're going to be paying attention, and they're going to see the power of HighLevel. So does anybody here think it's possible that when you practice your demonstration, somebody may say, you know what? Is there any way I can buy this? Think anybody may say that? Is there any way I can buy this? Huh? Of course they will. And now you're stacking up recurring. This is leverage. I don't want to do a business where I have to go out and create new business every single time. I'd rather take care of the customers I got. And then all of a sudden, you don't wake up in the morning and go, shoot, what should I do? You go, how many demonstrations can I give today? How many demonstrations can I give today? It changes everything instantly. One simple post, one simple position. Doesn't feel tacky, doesn't feel salesy. Just scale of 1 to 10, is this helpful? Give me some feedback. Is this helpful? All this stuff I'm showing you guys today. 10 being helpful. 1, Billy, don't even come back tomorrow. Take your butt home, Billy. Also, too, anybody who's been rocking me for a long time, you know how hard it is to not curse right now? All right. Number 2, because somebody asked a great question. They said, well, you know, I don't have anybody in my contact list. That's okay. Caption, I need to talk to a small business owner ASAP. Can you tag anyone you know in the comments? So maybe you don't know a business owner, but somebody you know knows a business owner. So we say something like this. You know, hey, Steve, John recommended me to you, so I hope it's okay. I'm reaching out. Now you have permission to hit somebody up instead of spamming them. I started a new company selling software for small business, wondering if I could practice the demo. Same script, just a different intro, so you can feel prideful about it and it doesn't feel spammy and you're actually getting somebody who recommended it. And again, the same thing. It's just simple plays, y'all. Okay? Number 3, straightforward, specificity. Hey, cool opportunity for business owners specifically with less than 10 employees under $1 million annual revenue and provides blank service, not a product. And so, hey, I recently got access to a software specifically designed to help small business owners like yours get more customers and limit expenses. You might hop on a quick Zoom call so I can demo it for you. No pressure either way. There's some people out there who are like, wait, under $1 million bucks, that's me. Less than 10 employees, that's me. Service, that's me. You know why that's them? Because this is most small business owners. But it's framed to their specific needs. Okay? Number 4. Hey, just got access to an insane software that helps small businesses scale and reduce overhead. DM me if you want a demo. You know what I love about this one? It's just direct. We get so fancy with our approaches. Just, yo, I'm a direct guy. I like this stuff. Like, oh yeah, that's cool. Let me check it out. Direct. Okay? Thanks for reaching out. What's the time to hop on? I'm free today at this time or this time. Take about 15, 20. What's up? Okay? Next play is dealing with contact forms. Contact forms is a freaking gold mine. I don't know how much you guys have dealt with contact forms. I've been doing this literally for like, I think I started doing this maybe 14 years ago. Okay? So when you have websites, there's always that contact form on a small business website. Now, why do small business owners have a contact form on their website? The answer is simple, because they're looking for people to sell. So they check this. Not everybody checks their DM, not everybody checks Facebook message, not everybody checks their tag, but we check our contact form. That's our high alert menu. So you're going to where the eyeballs are. Now, here's the other side, it's their contact form. And we don't want to contact them because we're a customer, we want to contact them because we want to sell them something. So in our messaging, we start and just tell them straight up, contact form, random question. Hey, I'm using the contact form because I noticed you didn't have a chat option. I have a software that adds a chat feature for small businesses in the blank industry. You got a few minutes so I can demo it for you. It's gonna make some of our users a lot of money. It's mostly automated, so it won't add more to your plate. PS, that's my cell, so feel free to text me. Now, I want you to think about how powerful this is. Number one, we addressed why we're going through the contact form. Look, you don't have a chat. You don't have a chat. And they should obviously have a chat. And then remember when I said about micro-targeted solutions? That's exactly what this is. I got a software that adds this to your thing. Do you want me to add it? You got a few minutes so I can demo it for you. Gets me back to my Zoom. I'm bringing everything to the same place. And then we tell them here their biggest objection, which is it's mostly automated, so it won't add more to your plate, which is what everybody is afraid of. PS, that's my cell, so feel free to text me. Casual. A lot of people don't want to call back right away. Meet the customer where they're at. Scale of 1 to 10, is this helpful, y'all? Scale of 1 to 10, is this helpful? Let me see that in the chat. Let it fly. Let it fly. We got a whole bunch more. Now, remember, today I had to set kind of the tone. Tomorrow I get to jump in and just start going sauce, and the next 2 days, right? So we got all kinds of stuff. Genius Tip. Great website, right? If you want to pull it up. If you guys haven't used it before, it's amazing. But most of the people here are familiar with it, but it's Upwork.com. Upwork.com allows you to hire virtual assistants or basically task rabbits for the online world to do stuff at a really cheap price because of international currency rates. So you can go to Upwork and you can type in something like, what do you want to put there? Data entry? Yeah, data entry. And then we can search here and we can find virtual assistants that will do data work, and you can see how much they charge an hour. That's $4.80 an hour, has earned $80,000, so they seem very legit. A 97% success rate with the thing like, okay, that's a super qualified person. I love it. Now, mind you, $4.80, I think minimum in Cali right now is about 15. I think minimum in Cali, and by the way, there's cheaper than that too. Now, just let that sink in. Hourly rate's crazy. Now, come back to the Prezi, please. I can go hire somebody, I can create a Loom video, go to Loom real fast, and I can film myself going to websites, putting in this message in the contact form, then export that Loom video and give it to the person on Upwork to repeat the process for me. So that way, when you're living life with your family, enjoying yourself, your business is still asking people to buy. Okay? That's just another play to run. These are plays. This is offense. So when I remember in the beginning, I said, hey, you need to switch your 80-20. These are the type of activities that you need to be on your calendar. You got to kill the other stuff. You got to outsource the other things. This is where your time needs to be. Next is, I love a good sell by demonstration. The opt-in reply back. So a lot of companies and websites will have somewhere where you can opt in and give your email. And then we say here, look, Hey, I noticed I subscribed to your list and I never received another email. What gives? Did that just happen to me or does it happen to everyone? Because if so, that might be costing you a small fortune every month in missed sales opportunities. Want me to stop the bleeding and use my software to automate all of your email sequences? I think I can increase sales without putting any additional work on your plate. Got 15 minutes for a quick demo. Here's a link for my calendar, or just shoot me a text message right here. Billy Gene, softwarepreneur, bingo. Levels of this shit, y'all. Come on, man. Too much fire right here. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop. And let me ask you guys this in the chat. What percentage of businesses actually sends enough email follow-ups? What percentage of businesses actually sends enough email follow-ups? What do you think, -3%? Negative? What you think? Right? Something to think about. Okay?
I gotta
Same
jump in
thing.
there because this one is so good. That is so good. Like, I do this all the time. I just subscribe to every one I see just to see what I get. And the best is when you get into a good one, you get the content that you can then go sell to the ones that are missing it, right? Genius.
Exactly.
Sorry,
Exactly.
had to butt in, Billy.
Yeah, and like, and it's like, what's cool. I appreciate you chiming in there, right? Because you guys got to think. It's like this is what Chase sees. Chase probably sees more of this data than almost any human on the planet, right? Opportunities wide open. Yeah, let me circle back to what I said. I see a couple questions about the Loom. I'll be brief there. So go to the Loom website. So I'll be more clear. So what Loom does is it allows you to make a video recording your screen. So you see the lady on the right. This is an example of her filming on her webcam, but then in the background you see there she's showing what's on her computer screen. So it's very easy if I want to train a virtual assistant to show them what I'm doing because they see my entire screen. So basically I'm showing them how I'm hitting up people on my contact forms so that they can replicate the process by viewing what I'm doing on Loom. And I do believe Loom is a free joint. Is that right, Raya? At least has a free version where you can make a video like that. So that's where that comes from, okay? Now, next set of plays that I'll give you, a couple here, is for the people who are like, Billy, I need something fast, man. I'm trying to go. And the people who are willing to expand their comfort zone a little bit. I'm gonna bring up a word that scares a lot of people. You ready for it? The word is phone. The old phone. It still works. So look, I was in sales before I was a marketer. And also I was desperate. I was trying to move out of my parents' house. So I was like, I'm gonna just pick up the phone and call. So if that's you and you want to do that, usually when you call a business, there's always a gatekeeper, the front desk person. It doesn't usually go directly to the decision maker. So this is a great one that's straightforward. You call, hey, can I speak to a manager, please? Because usually when you say that, they go, oh shit, yeah, you can speak to a manager. And then they go, in regards to what? And tell them exactly what it is. Customer feedback. Oh, right this way. Let me get Steve on the line. Steve, I'm calling in regards to the reviews you guys have on Yelp or Google. They're non-existent. I'm calling to see if I can demo you a software to get you some more. Them, sure, about 7% of the time. But if you're willing to call enough people, you're all good. Awesome. What's the best email to send an invite to? And then demo them right on the spot. This is my hustle in the beginning. I was just, hey, I'll call somebody right now, catch them at the right time, get lucky, hop on a Zoom, and let's move. Specific problem, specific solution, let's go. Same thing via email. Email subject line. Subject line's massive for this. Customer feedback. Hey, I'm Billy, and I noticed that you had a lot less reviews relative to the other competitors in your industry. I'm in the business of helping small businesses in the industry get more reviews. You got 5 minutes to hop on a Zoom. Let me show you how I can help. Something tells me that competitor 1 and competitor 2 are awesome businesses, but you probably are too, so let's show that to your potential prospects. Now let me tell you why this is fuego. Number 1, this is very important. We ain't knocking nobody else. You never want to be the biggest building in town because you destroyed the other buildings. You want to be the biggest building because you built the biggest building. So that's exactly what this is. Just straight up. Hey, you got these other people out there, and look how we specifically say, I'm sure they're awesome businesses. But you probably are too. Ain't nothing like a little FOMO to get somebody's taking action. And this is true. This is just true. It's like nobody does anything before looking at reviews these days. What a great gateway to what we do, a micro solution. So imagine they come for the micro solution and you show them that, and then they see the other 17 things it can do too, at no additional cost. That's just value, right? And then you have a couple text plays I'll give you right now too. This is for warm people that you rock with already, okay? So appropriate term of endearment or warm salutation, exactly, brother, dude, my guy, hey girl, ladies, whatever it is. Jump on a Zoom with me, I want to run something by you. Because if you got somebody you're cool with, they'll jump on the Zoom. But if I were to text this and say, hey man, I have this new software I'd like to show you, now it feels like an MLM pitch, a pyramid scheme, something, no matter what. And everybody's like, nah, bro, I'm good, but I'll see you out Saturday. So if this is people cool with you, trust, right? And you guys have a good relationship, I would send, this is like me, like, yo, jump on the Zoom, click the Zoom click real quick. Let me show you this. And just go right into your damn demo. Right into the demo. Simple. This is a great way to hit up warmies, okay? And then the last one for today is, I got a couple other things to show you. But hey, John, in case you don't have my number saved, it's Billy. I got something personal I'm working on. Is it okay if I call you in 30? This is for the people that are in your phone. You're cool. You're not super close. But you want to get them on the phone. Send that text, and they're like, yeah, I'm cool in 30. And then you know what you do on that? You be honest with them. Started selling the software. I would love to demo it for you. Is that all right? Yeah, man, go ahead. Because people want to serve. People want to help. What people don't want to be is manipulated, sold, twisted, pushed. So I'm like, bro, I'm working on something personal, man. I'm trying to get my business off the ground. You got 30? I do. I'm selling this software, and I'm no good at it. I was wondering if I can practice my demo with you. Yeah, you know what? You can practice your demo with me. Cool, here's my demonstration. What'd you think? I think it's really great. Actually, it'd be cool. I probably need that for my business too. I love it. Well, let me get you. Affiliate link, I'm paid. I'm paid. But the best plays, y'all, the ones that scale you and bring you to the multi-million 7 figures, shh. Come on now. That's the automation. That's the ads. That's the AI. And please believe I'll be dedicating an entire day to it. An entire day to it. So, next 2 days, here's what I'm going to give you guys, because we got limited time here. One is I'm going to give you guys my entire sales presentation, so you know exactly what to do. I'm going to give y'all a freaking script. I'm going to lay it out for you. So all you got to do is practice the jump shot. You don't need to think, just practice the jump shot and start shooting. Okay? In addition to that, advertising is the way. I'm going to show you, like, that's my background, is I'm an ads guy. I'm a customer acquisition guy. Last company I consulted for was a little company called Procter & Gamble. This is what I do. So I'm going to drop some automation and ad game for you that I believe I'm very good at and my team is extremely strong with. That's what we're doing these next 2 days, okay? To do these things, right, and I'll show you how to sell high level, whether it be an annual basis, monthly, whatever. But to do these things, everybody here, and I think most of you have it, but for those of you that don't, you're going to need a HighLevel account. Some of you are here teetering about HighLevel. What? If you don't knock it off, so let this be the thing that pushes you over the edge, but I'm going to do some crazy things and get you guys excited, okay? I'm going to stack this thing with so many bonuses, it's going to make your head spin right now, okay? So here's the deal. 2 hookups. One is for people who are just new to HighLevel. You haven't signed up nothing. I'm going to get you in the door. And the other one's for people who want to upgrade to a different package, all right? So a couple of things. First, first things first is 50% off the first 3 months, okay? So your normal price, $97 a month, you get to save there. Why is that valuable? Because that means you get 3 months just to implement everything that I'm showing you to close multiple clients, so it never feels like you're actually paying for the damn thing. Like you have plenty of time to do it. That's for the starter. This is for people who you want to do it for your own business, etc. Other side of this, which I highly recommend, is the unlimited accounts version. And what does this mean? Essentially, when you make a HighLevel account, you also have the ability to make another one for the clients that you bring on. So you have one fee, but you get to charge people over and over again for providing the service, if that makes sense. And so if you're looking at this as a business opportunity, education, or an agency scaling like Microt, all the things I'm showing you today, I highly recommend that package. But to sweeten it up, for anybody who jumps in the next 15, 30 minutes here, here's the bonuses that I'm gonna bribe you with. As my boy Frank would say, I'm gonna blatantly bribe you with. That's what these are. Is number one, we've been using HighLevel for years, and we are going to include today's plays, 26 copy and customized email templates, 43 text templates, 7 drag and drop funnels, 8 done for you automations, emails, texts, etc., that fire over 50 emails and texts to generate sales and much more. That's number one. Number two, my exact sales presentation scripts, demo videos to sell HighLevel to any business owner. You know how I've been showing you guys the actual demo videos? I'm also going to let you guys use those. Bonus number three, I'm also going to throw in my 10-day AI marketing course that shows you how to sell HighLevel, but leveraging all of the dope new AI tools. I'm going to throw that in there. That's being sold every single day for $100, multiple times a day. Thousands of people have purchased it. In addition to that, I'm also going to include you in my monthly AI and XR brief. It's virtual reality, extended reality. And basically that's me on a Zoom, and I am going to update you on all of the changes that are happening in the world of artificial intelligence, specifically for small businesses. I'm just gonna hook it up. And I bring in wild guests. For example, Rob and Alex from HighLevel was one of our guests here. Also, the founders of HeyGen also came in last time. I bring in the most ridiculous talent. That's it, I'm throwing that in there. In addition to that, I created something a little while back called 8 Figures of Genius USB. It was a USB drive with my best performing messages, videos, trainings, events, targeting strategies, tools, my workbooks, my everything about marketing and customer acquisition. And this is from testing, from sending hundreds of millions of emails, testing over 10,000 different advertisements and thousands of landing pages. That's 1,000 different ways you can immediately use to get customers. I'm also going to throw that in. Bonus number 6, I'm also going to throw in my sales training. I actually want to pull this one up for you. I'm also going to throw that, go ahead, pull it up, thank you. Full screen there. This is designed not to just train you with sales, but also your team. And essentially, if you go to the main hub for a second there, Raya, you can see I did this program every single week for 65 weeks. And essentially, it's a 5-minute training video with very specific sales challenges that your team can practice. How to overcome or what to say when someone tells you they gotta talk to their wife, talk to their significant other. Like everything, role-playing, practice, the documents that come with it, the screens, etc. And if you're wondering if these are any good, well, you saw the plays that I just gave you. That's our style. Genuine stuff, straight up stuff, no weird sales, gimmicky bullshit. Bull stuff. It's really hard. Bull stuff. So I'm also going to hook you guys up with this, right? Continuing on, bonus number 7. What else? Okay. I'm also going to give you the behind the genius recording of how we operate our 8-figure business from marketing, finance, culture, customer service, legal, and video. These are for my people. You have a team in place, you're doing well, but you haven't been able to cross into that 7 figures a year, 8 figures a year, and you want to know what you need in place. Who to hire, what to pay people, etc. So I had about 25 people come to my studio. If you guys can't see, can you go to that camera there? Yeah, come to my studio, live here live here in person, and I think it was about $3,000, and we recorded it. And it was about what to do to actually scale your business. I'm going to give you that recording as a bonus. Literally, I promise you, everything in these is the most tactical, worksheet included, step by step, most I just. Ugh, like it's just good, okay? Now, coming back here, all 7 of these bonuses, I'm just throwing in there when you should already be using HighLevel anyway. This is available for the next 15 minutes while I'm live with you guys. To take us up on this offer, we'll go to gohighlevel.com/Billy's Workshop offer. That's gohighlevel.com/Billy's Workshop offer. And guys, I'm telling you, like, I mean this. Today was light. I haven't even scratched the surface on the next 2 days. And if you enjoy this even a little bit, what's in those bonuses is even more fire. Like I'm telling you, like we've been around a long time. You guys want to talk about reviews? Ray, pull up our reviews. Talk about our reviews, all from real humans, zero bots, mind you. Always haters out there that be questioning stuff. But you can see when you Google Billy Gene and marketing, we've been around. We do this. And I don't know another educator that's got 1,241 Google reviews, 4.8, plus all the other accolades and stuff. I won't talk about myself because it's weird. But anyways, I just say this to say, if you're newer to us, we do this. We've been the leaders in the space for a long time, and the trainings that we give is the reason why. And those are the bonuses that you're getting just for becoming a high-level member today and or upgrading your current membership that you have. And what's cool is if you go to your portal, is in the portal. If you go into your portal to which side? Oh yeah, if you go to your portal and your billing section, there's a little scratch bonus for anybody who wants to upgrade. You already have Go High Level, go to your portal, okay? And click billing. And there's a little scratch off for a special deal that you get. Plus you're gonna get all my bonuses. Plus you're gonna get all my bonuses, okay? Plus, you're going to get all my bonuses. So that's Billy's workshop offer. GoHighLevel.com. All right. GoHighLevel.com.
Billy, I just want to hop in to clarify. I see a lot of questions
Please.
going on. If you
Thank you.
already have high level, you're good to go for the next 3 days. You're going to be able to follow along in your account. But if you upgrade, you'll get all this stuff as well. So at the end of day 3, we'll have a link for you. We'll email it to you. We'll take care of everybody who's already a high leveler. If you're new, hit that link that's on the screen right now so that you can get your account signed up and you can follow along tomorrow and Thursday with us. But yeah, if you're an existing high leveler, you're good to go. Just head into your account. You can upgrade and grab one of those bonuses, and then you'll get this whole package as well.
Yeah, I think too, thanks for clarifying that, Chase. You can keep that offer page up there. I don't need to be on. That way they have the link. But I'll tell you guys this. Essentially, what we tried to do with the bonuses is just said this. What is everything we'd ever want to teach you or give you so that you selling high level would be way easier? Not easy. We're going to put in work, right? You guys know that. But what are things that we could do to make your life easier? And every single one of those bonuses supports that. Whether that's just giving you documents with all kinds of things to try, but it's so that you can switch your focus from that defense to offense. It's so that you're sitting there and you're like, what do I do today? You no longer think that. You just go, how fast can I implement these plays in front of me? Okay, how fast can I implement these plays in front of me? And so that's GoHighLevel.com. Billy's workshop offer, get 50% off your first 3 months plus all of my bonuses. And then, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised knowing me. Get in right now because as we go through, here's what happens with me. Is we start going in day 2, I see the chat, I get hyped, I get excited, and I just start throwing in more stuff. So all the things that I'm going to emotionally throw in over the next 2 days, anybody who gets in this next 15 minutes here while we close out, I'm also going to give you those, and they will probably be better than what we just gave, and those those are really good. Those are really good, okay? Other things too to think about. Let me go picture in picture. You can picture in picture me, Paul. Oh yeah, overlay is cool. Whatever you want to do. Something else to think about. Look, usually on a call like this, I've been doing these trainings for a minute, you get about 50-50 in the room. Here's what the 50-50 is. 50 are a marketer agency who wants to pursue this career. 50% is the business owner who is here for your business and you just want to grow it and scale it. Something that we kind of hovered over fast. Let's go back to bonus 1, Rhea. But is actually probably the best. I don't know. They're all really good. One of the best bonuses is, yeah, go ahead and give me a slide up to bonus 1. You got me? Okay, here we go. There it is our snapshots. So if you're newer to high level and you're like, Billy, what the hell are you talking about? what's a snapshot? Basically, it's our ability to get as close to copy and pasting things for you as we can. So when you see a web page and you're like, that's really cool, we give you the page so it's automatically in your Go HighLevel account and you can just customize it to make it yours. You know, we write some pretty strong emails and text. You're getting those emails and text that we send already uploaded into your account so you could just customize and make them yours. And again, a lot of the things that we use and implement is not hypothetical maybe. These are from being the people who are implementing these for some of the biggest companies and smallest companies in the world. So when you're getting these snapshots, what you're really buying is time. These bonuses are especially for people who are very concerned with time. Billy, I love all this. I just don't have time to. That's why you get the snapshots, and we can essentially get as close to plugging and playing as we can, right? As close to plugging and playing as we can. So this bonus alone, honestly, is crazy. Like, because the amount of proven time it's going to take, like, it's wild. So the last part that I'll kind of leave you with here, and then me and Chase can kind of get into some questions, is, guys, like, I shared this with a group recently, and I said, you know, what I have learned, let's come to Crane here for a second. What I have learned from educating and talking with so many small business owners is most people don't have this, like, longing to get rich, so to speak. Most people just don't want to have to worry or stress about their bills. Like, for example, this holidays, when everybody's talking about traveling, I know there's a lot of people here, because I've been there, who didn't travel solely because of money. And maybe we gave a different excuse to the world, but it was literally just the finances and the stress. We didn't do that thing. So to me, rich is just the free. We don't want to be rich, we want to be free. Free enough to do that. And there's two aspects that you need for that. Is one, not just the money, but you need the time. What I like about Go HighLevel is you get paid for results, not for the clock in. We're mostly trained on the clock in. I punch in at 9, I'm getting my hourly rate. I clock out at 5 and I accumulate that time, and that's my paycheck. And marketing, to give somebody a snapshot, to set up a lot of these things, because HighLevel is so magnificent, you can come into somebody's business for an hour, give them a whole email sequence, text messages, landing page, and all these other things with a couple clicks of a button, and get paid like you were 9 to 5ing for the entire month. Sometimes making money is about timing and recognizing trends. Like, this is one of those times. It's just a good time. The world is going to, especially, we had the pandemic happen, but it accelerated everything that was happening digitally. It made Zoom a standard. It made shopping online and having a website a requirement. But most people still don't know how to do it. It's still the wild, wild west. So why not be the person that gets paid to get them up to speed? Everybody will need to get up to speed. It'd be the equivalent, in my eyes, from seeing these industries for some time, it'd be the equivalent of being a web designer 15 years ago, but being able to click a button and instantly do somebody's website, but still charge them $3,000 to $5,000 to get it done. That's the best analogy that I can think of. Is that's where we're at with the timing. It's like, if you talk to business owners, like, I know I need to be doing automation. I know I need to be doing funnels. I know I need to do emails, but now because of HighLevel, we can say, great, I got you. And then win time, money, and they're thrilled because they're also getting results. It's the win-win-win, something that you can sell with pride and be proud of. So get your,
Billy, I'm so glad you just said that, because I've been saying the same thing. The opportunity that's about to happen with the live chat widget and AI. Billy already showed you that simple play is so genius. You hit up a contact form and let them know they don't have a live chat. And now we have AI behind it. You guys, next 3 days, 2 days now, are going to be so awesome. And I do want to clarify for everybody, if you're already on the highest plan, the 497 plan, we've got you at the end of this workshop, day 3. We'll take care of you. Just sit tight, sit back, enjoy the nuggets that Billy's dropping. And please, in the chat right now, if you are already blown away, let us know. Because again, Billy and his team, they're here over the holidays for you guys, not taking the time off, being here with us all. So please let them know. Awesome. I see that rolling.
I think what's cool too is, you know, like going back to like, to me, there shouldn't be a single person on the Zoom without a HighLevel account right now. And I don't mean that from a sales perspective. I see there's just like affordability. I don't know any other business where you can pay at a minimum $97 a month and have a business, and the closest thing you get to a business on a box. Every other business that generates any kind of decent revenue takes so much money, time, capital, and equipment to start. It's insane. And this one's completely flexibility. It's not too good to be true. You guys have seen it. You've seen the growth with HighLevel. You've seen the tools. It's just awesome. And yeah, and Chase kind of alluded to it. Like we didn't even touch like the cool AI ads on it. Like honestly, like this was like just the fundamentals of like the sales, et cetera, to show you that this is something that you can do even without those tools. But we didn't even sprinkle the hot sauce and all the things on it. When you see what's able to do with AI calling people, with AI being the complete salesperson, and you have the ability to sell this to another business owner, like you don't half of now I showed you the demo videos. Half of sales is just having a great demonstration. It's the same reason why all of us own Cutco knives. It's not that the knife was so good. It's just the freaking 18-year-old that showed up at your house and gave you the best demo of your life. Just sold you and bought you. So when you see what AI can do powered with the chat, oh my gosh. And when you can put that on people's website in a click of a button and a couple, it's scary. And so, you know, to be the people that have access, it's just wild. So
I want to add on
there
too.
for
I'm
fun.
so excited because if you don't know this, Billy and his team, they're literally on the forefront of AI. Like we build AI into HighLevel, but a lot of it comes from Billy and his team. Like we sit on calls with them and say, what are you guys seeing? Where do we need to take this next? And then we go build it. So I can't wait to see what Billy's going to present tomorrow because I know that they
I was gonna
literally
say, I
are
feel
on the
like that was
bleeding edge
March.
of AI.
Yeah, January, February, March was like me, like, hey, can you guys get on a call? And it's like the dev team at a HighLevel, like, this is what's happening. This is crazy. And so, and I think that's what's dope about HighLevel is like, it's the first software company that I've dealt with that keeps up with the times. Because anybody who's been in the game a long time, you've always had to change softwares to whatever the new thing is because the company never stays up to date. HighLevel is the only company I know that's like, that's happening, cool, and they're in front of it. So I feel safe being a marketer where we need to be on the new things because that's what works, knowing that we're partnered with a company that is right there with us. And so we have one home, one hub, so to speak, and don't need to do too much. So yeah, you should buy this shit. It's a good investment.
I love it. So Billy, I think we're good to wrap. Yeah, we want to get these guys back to their families for the holidays and
Sure.
we'll be back at it tomorrow at the same time. I want to reiterate, all of this is recorded. You guys are going to get all the recordings. If you hit the link, you're new, you're going to get those first 3 months for half off. If you're an existing customer, you can upgrade. If you're already at the top plan, you're going to get everything. Just hang tight, hang out with us for the next 2 days. At the end of the third day, we'll let you know how it's all going to go down. So please,
Yeah,
again,
and the next day, two Chase or three, just a little insight. Tomorrow, I don't know which day I'll do them in, but tomorrow or the other day 3, I'll walk you through like how to sell it, like script, questions to ask, the psychology behind it. So you have an example of the presentation, right? Because that's a big part of getting your money back, right? So I'll make sure you have that. But then, you know, the other day, I'll show you if we were to like go from scratch and build something with HighLevel to get customers that works every day, leveraging some cool stuff with Facebook ads, I'll show you how we do it in modern days, and that's gonna blow your socks off too. What a stupid expression. Who says blow your socks off? Whatever. That's what it's gonna do. Wear 2 pairs.
that sounds good. Give us a thank you, Billy, in the comments. And again, we'll be back at this tomorrow, same time. Hope you all can join us again. Any final thoughts before we break, Billy?
I'm excited for 24. I mean, I've never seen, you know, what AI has done is it's the equalizer for the people who are afraid of tech. And unfortunately, that's if you're 43 and plus, you just didn't have any of this stuff when you were coming up, and you probably built an awesome business. You didn't need to learn any of this stuff. And AI allows it where you don't need to be techie to have a tech business. So when you combine AI with the automation HighLevel does, you can run this very tech, very futuristic business with the skills of somebody who can barely search YouTube. So like, if that's, I mean, you gotta know how to search YouTube, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's the cool part. So don't let your fears hold you back. You have community guidance. We got your back too. And the bonuses are just off the chain. So I love you guys. I appreciate you.
I love it. Awesome. Billy, before we break, can you just give it a quick overview of what we're going to cover tomorrow? I know today was sort of general, setting the stage. Tomorrow we're going deep into some AI tactics. What's on the agenda for tomorrow?
It's either the sales presentation of like with the slides, and I'll give you the slides, et cetera, of like how to sell this thing, the whole script, or the AI. I got to get with the team. I would tell you, I just don't know. I have to ask the team which presentation we got going on. Or it's the AI and automation and funnel building, one of the two. But over the next two, we'll cover them both. So you're not going to miss nothing. I'm just not sure which day is which.
Awesome. All right, everyone. We will see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.
Later, guys.